Ah! Did I get you? No? Okay. Hello everybody and welcome back to Dice Anvil. This is a special episode. As you know, it is spooky season, so I thought I would make a video showing how to scare your players in a TTRPG game. At the end, I have a special surprise, so stay tuned. What is fear? I would define it as a primal emotion to a perceived threat of danger. Fear is actually the most easily accessible emotion that we experience. This means it should be extremely easy to get your players to be scared during our TTRPG. No, this could not be farther from the truth. It is very hard to make your players actually feel scared while gathered around playing a game. But today we're going to go over some tips that I have learned over the years and some tips that I've heard from other people that can help give chills down your players' spines. And this is a YouTube video, so you better believe there's going to be a numbered list. Number 1, use your environment. There's a game called 10 Candles, and in that game, you're supposed to literally light 10 candles on a table. This has a mechanical purpose. It counts as a timer that when you blow out every candle at a certain point in the game, and if you run out of candles before winning, then you lose. This idea is genius, not because it's a good mechanic, but it also sets the tone, the environment, the ambience. Ambience? I don't know. Having the only light source be candles on a table, and as you blow each one out, you know you're closer and closer to losing the game, is a genius way to portray the eerie feeling that you can expect from a horror game. If you're playing online, ask your players to play with the lights turned off in their room. Have eerie music in the background that sets the tone as well. Do not underestimate the power of music, guys. Like, I actually freaked myself out a little bit while looking for playlist songs for a horror-based game, so yeah, find some eerie things, maybe some scary sound effects, things that would set the tone. Number 2, don't show, don't tell. Most RPGs are thought of as combat games. People go there to roleplay sometimes, but mainly kill big bad monsters. As a GM, don't make the mistake of thinking you can describe something that's scary enough to freak out your players. You won't. Once you describe that monster that has 50 arms and 10 bajillion eyes, they're going to do exactly what they would do on an alien creature. They're going to shoot at it and they're going to stab it until it's dead. There are incredibly low stakes when playing an RPG. The reality is, you can't tell your players what to be scared of. What you can do is let them do that part for you. Instead of describing a creature with 10 arms and 3 million eyes, describe to one of the players that they feel like something is watching them. They see something disappear around a corner, and as they run to go look at what it is, it's gone. This sets a very different tone, doesn't it? The player doesn't know what it is, what it wants, or what kind of threat it is. All they know is it's watching them and it is able to not be seen. Now the player's thinking to themselves, what is that thing? Is it horrible? Is it a monster? Is it my mother-in-law? It's up to them to imagine what this thing is or what it wants. And I promise you, whatever they come up with is scarier to them than anything you tell them. Number 3, make your players feel helpless. Look, listen to me. Listen to me. All right, stop. Too close. Don't be a jerk about this. Don't take away their fancy weapons or tell them they can't use certain abilities. That's going to annoy your players and it's going to annoy me too, so don't do it! Present them with a type of threat that is foreign to them instead. A lot of what makes horror work in the first place is by accessing that part of them that does not fully understand what is going on or what this threat is. We can all agree that a horror movie is less scary once people know how to defeat the monster. The part that inflicts fear is when the characters are truly helpless and just trying to survive the threat that they don't understand. At first, this threat cannot be something that they'll shoot until it dies. Maybe that could be later, but that would immediately change the tone from horror to a thriller or action. You could be okay with that, but I think that's a great way to end it, but the majority of the adventures should be a horror aspect. Some examples of this could be have your players experience strange visions or hallucinations. Maybe after a long rest, they wake up doing something random, like washing dishes or standing in the middle of a field. Maybe they hear random cryptic whispers and they don't know what they mean. Build up tension with your players that something is wrong, but they don't know what to do about it. And there you go. Those are the tips I have for this spooky season adventure. And as promised, I have a very special thing to give you. As you know, I am making my own TTRPG called Trichonomus. And upon preparing for this video, I realized that I don't have a mechanic for fear yet. So I created that. And I also created 2 dungeons with a description of the rooms and events and themes for the GM to use this spooky season. I'm putting the links to the PDFs down in the description below, completely free. But if you want to leave a tip, feel free to like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a good day.
you.